Are you ready to make a Cajun classic? So I was cleaning out the fridge trying to avoid a grocery run, and to my surprise, I had everything to make a chicken and sausage gumbo. So I had zero plans for this gumbo, but now I'm looking forward to it, so let's get going. I'm going to start prepping the veggies first with dicing up an onion. Once that's done, I'll dice up a green bell pepper. Then I'll mince some garlic cloves, and I'm just putting the onion, bell pepper, and garlic all together since they'll be added into the gumbo at the same time. Now normally I would just use a can of diced tomatoes in this recipe, but since I'm getting an amazing amount of cherry tomatoes from my garden, I'm just going to use them instead. And honestly, I've been using them for everything that calls for diced or crushed tomatoes, and they just add such a bright, fresh flavor, and it's just so good. Now before everything else, I gotta make the roux, which is the soul of the entire dish, so don't miss it. In a pan, I'm gonna heat 2 tablespoons of butter with 2 tablespoons of flour, and I'm just gonna keep stirring it until it turns brown, kind of like peanut butter. And it'll take about 5 to 10 minutes, so just keep stirring so that it doesn't burn. And this is the part where patience is key, so pop on some Cajun tunes, maybe a little Zydeco, and dance around the kitchen. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Once the roux is good to go and you've burnt a few calories, add the onion, bell pepper, and garlic to the roux and saute it for about 5 minutes until they've softened up. And I'm telling you, this smells so amazing already, but anytime I saute onions and garlic, I have everyone in the house asking me what I'm cooking because it smells so good. But anyway, once these veggies are ready, I'm going to add some sliced smoked sausage, and the package I used is 14 ounces since that's what I had on hand. Cook it up for about 3 or 4 minutes until the sausage is sizzling, and then I'm going to add 2 boneless chicken thighs that I cut into bite-sized pieces. I'm going to go ahead and add the spices, some thyme, Cajun seasoning, smoked paprika, seriously one of my favorite spices to use, and some cayenne pepper for a nice kick, and plus my family loves spicy foods. So give this a quick stir, and I'll add some salt and pepper, the classic duo, and let this cook up for a few minutes until the chicken is almost done, maybe about 5 minutes. Next, I'll stir in some okra, and this is just a bag of frozen okra that was sitting in my freezer for a couple of months, so I just let it thaw out, and I really can't believe I had all of this on hand. Okay, let's get saucy. Add in a cup of diced tomatoes or cherry tomatoes like I'm doing. I'm going to let those cook up and soften just a couple of minutes. Pour in 3 cups of chicken broth, and since I only had 1 can of chicken broth, I had to substitute some with water, but that'll be just fine. The broth adds more flavor, but if you're trying to cut costs or just don't have any available, just use water. I'm going to bring this to a boil, and once it starts to boil, I'll cover it with a lid and let it simmer about 20 to 30 minutes. The spices, the cayenne, the okra, all that is coming together so nicely, and I definitely give it a taste test before I take it off the heat and adjust the spices to whatever tastes good to me. And so like I said, I used what I already had without an extra trip to the store. So for those of you who make gumbo, what am I missing? What do you usually put in your gumbo? While the gumbo is simmering, I'm making some cornbread, just a simple box of cornbread, and I'll add a little honey to it. I like the sweet taste of cornbread to offset the savory gumbo. It's just such a great match. I also cooked up some white rice so that I could pour a big scoop of gumbo over it, and wow, look at that. You all have to make this. It is so delicious and pretty easy to make, and try out this recipe. Let me know what you think. More recipes coming up, so like and subscribe so you won't miss them.